Can you walk us through a bond application from start to finish, from me introducing a client to you and saying, please phone them and sort this out?
Absolutely. So Jonathan, it starts with the understanding the needs of the client. So we need to make sure that we align what the expectation of a home loan is with what actually is available out there. Once we've understood the need, we go towards the collection of documentation. Phoenix Bonds, for example, you don't complete application forms, so we complete all documentation on your behalf. Once documentation is completed, and we then submit to the banks. At that point, it goes through a quality assurance process. So they test whether the documents supplied meet the minimum requirements of their policy and their criteria in terms of that home loans application. Once it's met that and passed that quality assurance test, it goes through to a credit analyst. The credit analyst level would depend on the quantum of the home loan, the complexity of the home loan. So you would have complex self-employed deals, for example, going to a more experienced analyst. Typically what the analyst will look at is this loan affordable to our client? Does our client earn sufficient in order to qualify for this loan? Does his history from a credit perspective justify lending? And if the bank lent to them, would it be deemed to be responsible lending in terms of the National Credit Act? Once they have performed that process, they then issue what we call an approval in principle. They send a valuer out if necessary, they confirm employment, and once those two have been ticked, they then issue a final grant. When the final grant comes back to us as originators, we store it until we've got them all in, and then we start a negotiation process, one bank off on the other, and ultimately the best offer is then presented to our client. Time frame for something like that, on a simple deal, anything from 1 to 3 days. If a valuation is going to be done, it increases to 3 to 5 working days.